Alright, in this video I'm going to go over quickly just referencing past POs for the sake of if you need to figure out if something was purchased earlier in the month, something like that. There's a part comes into question, it needs warranty, we need to take it back, or our customer needs to reference information for that part. There's two ways that you can do that. The first one I'm going to go over is the one that's here in QuickBooks. You go to the Vendors tab, same place that we add POs and we set up returns. Go to the Vendors tab and just use this Find button. You can do this process, but you're going to be here for a while. So, but you can hit Find, type in the vendor and your date range. And if you know when the pump was installed, you kind of relatively know when it was purchased. A lot of the time it's purchased that morning. Sometimes it's purchased the day before. So you kind of have a general idea of when it was purchased just by the install date. Hit Find, and there we go. Now we know there was 3 POs that happened on this day right here. I can double click it and I can see what it is. Now this one I don't use as often because it's a little bit more vague. As far as the parts, there isn't a real breakdown that shows me the invoice of what was purchased. Now, I know that the customer I'm having a concern with, this is the one that called, right? I mean, this is an example. It's not an actual issue, but Mr. Vaness called. So I know on 9/18 we spent $57.71, and now he wants to know information in regards to that, wherever it is that he purchased. So this is kind of a good spot to get some basic information, really to determine what's the customer that's in question. Now, if you want to actually dig and find information about what was on the actual PO, you can dig through your emails and look for the invoice that SCP or Superior may have sent you, which is also going to take a while. Or you can go to the Pool Corporation, Pool 360. I'm going to have a whole video section about using Pool 360 as well, but this is a good spot to go. So you go to Pool Corp. Depending on where they purchased it, it's Superior or Superior or SCP does matter on this thing. They're both ran through the same website. Pool 360 owns both of these places. So I'm already logged into the Superior Pool product, so I might as well go check. I'm going to go to the account info, order status history, and then the quirks of this website, I have to hit order history again. And now I can choose my dates and things. So the one that's in question, it was on 9/18/2018. That's whenever this PO was actually put in the system. So I'm going to choose my date range. Let's see if we actually purchased it from Superior. Looks like we did, $57.71. And here's where it gets really convenient. I use Pool 360 for a lot of stuff. I use it for payroll. I use it for pricing. I have a price list, but if I can't find something, I use this. And I use it specifically for situations like this. If a customer calls me and it's been a year, and they're like, I need to know what you installed, I need to know exactly what you installed, I come here. And I look a year in the past, and I find it. Because I have this invoice and order number option, you can hit invoice, and you actually have what we got. So what's in question is a 2-inch PVC slide valve piston rod assembly. That's a piston rod assembly for a backwash valve on a filtration system. And that is it. If it wasn't in here for whatever reason, I would literally just log out and then log back in, and I just put in my other account. And now I'm in the SCP. And as far as actually navigating it, it's exactly the same. So those are both the ways that you can reference historical POs that have been placed in the system with SCP or Superior. You can also go back and say you're not satisfied with the way the POs look and you want to add descriptions to them. One, for starters, you can add descriptions in the memo, which does go a long ways. Or you can just come in here and use the invoice. So that is it. That is referencing.